Hello. Hello, Victory. Can you hear? Hello. Hello. Hi,
Hi,
Victory.
Kenya.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
All right. Okay. So, how is my voice all right?
Yes, it is. It is all right.
Okay, great.
All
All
right.
right. So,
Um.
okay. So let's get started.
All right. Um.
All right.
So.
Okay. Yeah.
So my apologies as my updates are a bit short today. Um. First, I think we had electricity
Okay.
shut down yesterday for about 3 hours, and in that period, that's usually when I
Oh,
do my
okay.
work, and I sort of passed out on the couch, hoping
Uh-huh.
to wake up a bit earlier, but I couldn't. Sorry about
Okay.
that. But um,
Okay.
I, I
Right.
I I think at the moment I just have. I'm gonna show you what I did so far, just to
Okay. Sure. Yeah. Sure.
and
Yeah. Sure.
I think the key part
No
was
worries.
yeah, the key part was to add the radius and to. I was thinking of changing
Mm-hmm.
this instead of area to position. Sorry,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
just to specify, and
Right.
I'm gonna show you why here. I tried to draw this.
Oh,
Let me
okay.
check if I can increase this.
Mm-hmm.
Where you have this matcher area, and you have the node
Mm-hmm.
in the
Right.
area, and
Right.
it's the node is defined by position x and yn,
Mm-hmm. Right.
and radius rn position, and then the
Mm-hmm.
matcher is
Right.
defined right by this
Mhm.
coordinate, and the
Right.
idea is the instead of saying the moment you say area, it's a bit confusing because area could mean
Mm-hmm.
anything. However, if it's connected, I mean, if we specify position, then it specifies
Mm-hmm.
coordinates, right? And then the now the
Mm-hmm.
challenge I
Right.
guess I face is now when we specify these um things, do we specify this at the node initialization point or when we send the message?
Well, okay. All right. That's a good question. Okay. So
And
you can
that's
do that, certainly. Okay. You
okay. Hello. Sorry, you're breaking up. I don't know if you can hear me.
you can do that. Certainly you can do that. But right. I mean, you should do I mean, right now you have the
Sorry.
position that should be a coordinate. Yeah, position should be a coordinate like X and Y, right?
Yeah. Sorry, I missed the first part. Sorry about that. The network was
Oh,
breaking.
no,
Really.
I was saying that the position should be a coordinate, X and Y,
Okay.
right? Right.
Okay.
And okay, and so for basically the initialization, you can do that. But I think more importantly is how you will be moving during the simulation, because
Uh,
one the simulation is it's going to go through what are called the simulation steps, okay, or
okay.
time steps.
Okay.
And with some call this the clock tick. Okay, so
Okay.
anyway, you get the picture. It's
Yes, I do.
basically continuous runs of execution, right? And
Okay.
at each step essentially is you want to allow each node to execute some kind of action.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so that
Okay.
could be like right, or or maybe sending some message such
Okay.
as a chat message, a query or something, right? But what happens is you should be continuously updating, okay, some the information about the node.
Okay.
And that is, usually like in vast, it's achieved with what's called, okay, there's kind of command or like an action move where you can specify where the current node will move 2. Okay.
Mm.
I mean, it's some you can do something like that. But in terms of spatial pub sub, I think what happens is, depending on how you want to do this,
Okay.
okay? Obviously, there are different ways to do this. For example, you can subscribe to new center points continuously, right?
Okay.
So in some sense, you are continuously updating your subscription,
Mm. Okay. Okay.
okay?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
You
That's
see, like,
okay.
that's a, you see, like if you're moving, right? And you should be aware of maybe, like, let's say you're a taxi, and you should be aware of the vehicles within, let's say 100 or, maybe 50 meters, around you. So
Mm.
you
Okay.
would subscribe with a radius of 50 meters, okay, or 50 units, and with
Okay.
a center position or coordinate, right? But
Okay.
then you will continuously update that as you move,
Okay. So
okay,
there's a
as the simulation continues. You see?
okay. Um. So it's almost
Does,
like
does, does it make sense?
there's like a functionality that sort of generates this random coordinates of some sort, or
Exactly, exactly.
positional coordinates.
And
Okay.
right. And that is, if you recall, I talk about something called the behavior model a while back.
Okay.
Do you still
Yes.
remember that?
Yes. Yes. Yes, I
Right?
do.
Right. It's basically a component that, sort of generates, like, it can be random or pattern behavior. Okay. It can also be some kind of pattern. Like, like in previously when we were doing our work, we did, simulation of cluster movements. Okay. Because
Okay.
by cluster, that means the nodes, like, I don't know if you've seen the video on the VAX website,
Yes.
the source
Yeah.
for VAX website. I think there's a YouTube video. Yeah,
I've seen the
you
YouTube
see
video.
those nodes
Yes.
are moving, kind of like,
Yes.
right? I mean, some are more dense, right? Some are more sparse, right? That
Yeah.
is a cluster movement model. Okay.
Mm.
Basically, there are some attractors that kind of pull nodes towards them.
Okay.
I mean, there are different ways we can do this. Okay.
Okay.
Essentially, you can think of it as, just like a generator, or well, some call it an oracle, that just keeps feeding like new positions, okay,
Okay.
out. So the nodes can then use them to move, essentially.
True. I see what you mean.
Okay.
I see what you mean.
So,
Okay.
okay, so basically, I mean, I think there are obviously different ways, and I can just offer what we've done that in the past. Okay, and you can think about whether that makes sense or not, or you might want to try something different. Which
Okay.
is okay. I think there's a finer point to be understood is that because, I mean, for example, like in games, okay, in specific applications, you can simply just like power command, like movement, like move to this place, like move to XY, right? Move to coordinate XY. But in the simulation, what happens is you have to continuously update and publish a node's new position, right?
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
That
Yes.
with each timestamp. Okay. Okay. So what
Okay.
happens is, okay, and that, so what we did, okay, like in the best simulator is we support this idea or concept of move, okay, which simply means that a node moves now to the center point of the node, moves to a new spot, okay.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
what that entails is that actually the subscription area around actually gets changed.
Yeah.
Okay, so in a way, the move command serves as a subscription request, and And I think, okay, I think to make this more, more apt, I guess more compliant with the spatial pub-sub concept, what you can do is at the spatial pub-sub layer, okay, you would support something like, subscribe to new center points, new areas, okay, for a node, for example, and also publish, right? Publish its new position updates. Okay, that I think that's so kind of like two actions. Or if you prefer, you might also like like make that into a single one, just continuously subscribe. Okay, and in other words, you don't really publish positions, but your neighbors should still somehow be aware of your changed subscriptions and the positions of the node. Okay, I don't know if that makes sense. I mean,
I get a fuzzy picture.
Okay, so I guess what I'm trying to convey is there are actually different ways you can actually implement this. Okay, like I mean, opposite to this is you can have the nodes continuously publish, okay, your position updates,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
And at the same time, the nodes would potentially like subscribe to like maybe all the updates. You could subscribe to a large area, okay, or maybe to nearby area that it wants to be aware of, like kind of the AOI. But I think in this case maybe makes more sense to just continuously do subscription updates. Yeah,
Okay.
because often you want to be able to learn not just position, right, but also like other kind of information.
Yeah. No, okay, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. I'm trying to
Okay.
I'm trying to sort of I'm guessing in I mean I picture a scenario where each of the nodes sort of has an idea of the coordinates, or it has knowledge of the matcha area or the matcha region. And there's a sense of, okay, if I find myself in this region at any certain time in each of these time steps you talked about, there's the idea that, okay, that's my cue to subscribe, if that makes sense.
Okay.
And if,
well, yeah, you need to do something like that. Yes.
and if I'm in is in someone, so well, okay, I see the picture. I see the picture, though. I do see it. For example, the movement itself, I can already picture. There's a maybe I would call it a leave function as well, or move function rather,
Okay.
just to simulate the
Right.
the randomization.
Mhm.
And then it's like at every moment there's
Right.
a
For now, you
there's
can just use random movement. That's fine.
random, yeah. And but the random numbers or the random coordinate should not exceed a certain range, and this range is probably defined by the matcher, like to not exceed maybe negative 200 if the matcher is 100 or something. I don't, I'm trying.
I say, yeah.
I think I'm almost there. Almost there. No, it's good.
Yes. Well, what we just described is actually the behavior generator, okay, or the behavior model. Because when you are trying to create movements, positions, that is something that behavior model should be handling.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
No, that's
so all right. So I see. But I think for now, the simple approach, this try to do the simplest way, is just perhaps at each time step, you maybe subscribe a new area. Okay. I
Okay.
mean, something like that, and basically change the subscription. But also this, okay, I think having a move probably still makes more sense. The reason
Yeah.
is in order to make this general, we probably want to support, like multiple subscriptions, right?
Okay.
So what this means is that, I mean, if you think about this, it should be possible for a node to subscribe maybe more than one area, right?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Possible. I can hear you.
That
Yeah.
makes sense. Like,
Yeah.
for example, if you are, right, like if you are, let's say maybe a taxi, right? Okay.
Mm.
You might want to subscribe for the position updates or movements of nearby vehicles, right? Okay,
True.
that is maybe something you want to subscribe. But at the same time, you might also want to subscribe to maybe some alerts that, like emergency alerts, that are broadcast or sent to maybe like this part of the city, for example, right?
Yeah.
You see? Like
Mm.
or maybe put another way, like you really think about this, right? You could potentially like taxi drivers, they can maybe like chat with each other or like voice talk with each other, right?
Okay. No, yeah, yeah.
and,
I see what I
and
see. I
you
see what
see,
you're talking about. Yeah.
like they might have like a chat channel. You see, that is like of a larger area, like let's say within this whole city. So
Um.
okay, or maybe with a group of friends, right? In that case, that could be some kind of channel base, right? Some kind of channel based subscription. But I guess what I'm trying to say is, I mean, it could be area based as well. But
Oh,
I guess
okay.
what I'm trying to say is, you can think of this as, I mean, I think in fact, this could be interesting application that, taxi drivers, they could be listening to, let's say, all the conversations that's within 3 kilometer range, right? Okay,
Yeah.
so they can converse, they can ask for help, ask about traffic, things like that, right? But
Yeah.
in terms of vehicle positions, they only need to know maybe within the 10 meters range. You see?
Okay.
Do you see that?
Yeah. 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 Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah. I see.
the types of subscriptions. Okay.
Um. Yeah.
So
So I mean, sorry. Continue.
hmm,
Hello, Shannon. Can you
yes,
still
go
hear
ahead,
me?
go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
Oh, okay. No, basically based on what you just said with regards to the maybe taxi drivers when they communicate. So the way I've actually pictured this application, it's almost like it can do almost everything in one platform. Or should I say,
Yes,
it's
yes,
almost like it
right.
can do both Twitter and maybe data storage and publish subscribe, for example, maps, for example, on the
Right,
same.
right, exactly.
Okay, okay.
It is infrastructure level things, that we're
Nice.
talking about, right? That we're designing. Like think of TCP/IP. It doesn't really care like what kind of applications, right? It's supporting or running on top of it, right?
Yeah, true.
So spatial PubSub or channel-based PubSub, they are similar, right?
Mm,
It doesn't really matter what kind of applications you're trying to build or do because it is, infrastructure.
okay, okay.
You see,
I see.
right? So and I mean that should lead, as infrastructure designer, or builder, what you want to do is to provide the simple and easy basic functions and primitives that the
Yeah,
application builders can then use, right, in a very flexible manner,
okay. I see. See.
right? You see,
Nice,
I mean
nice.
that should be our design goal, right?
Yeah, it makes sense. It
Right?
makes sense. Yeah, yeah, you're right. That was from the very beginning.
Right?
Now I'm seeing the light.
Mhm.
Quite cool. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, this is really interesting stuff if you think about
It's
this,
really,
because
really cool stuff.
once you get the basic primitives out, right, the
Ah,
potentials and possibilities are really limitless, right? You can,
yeah.
I mean, there are lots and lots of ways you can actually utilize these primitives, as I will call them, right?
Yeah.
And okay, and in this light, I think I would feedback or suggest that we do support a action called move. Okay, like move. The reason is that move actually incorporates a few things. One, it means that it is moving a subscription. Okay,
Yes.
because if you think about, if you only have like publish and subscribe or unsubscribe, okay, with subscribe you have unsubscribe. Then our movement, you will continuously doing subscribing new area and unsubscribing the previous old area, right?
Okay.
You
Yeah.
see,
Yeah. That's what you mean.
because if your subscription is, like if we support multiple subscription areas, right?
Yeah.
Then if you don't distinguish like between different subscriptions, you potentially sorry, I mean, if you don't support move, then potentially for movement you will need to continuously subscribe a new area while unsubscribing an old area.
Okay.
You see,
True. Yeah. I saw what you mean.
right? So that actually can be combined into a single action called move, which is simply moving the subscription center, the center point of a subscription to a new position. Okay, and everybody around will understand what that means.
Okay.
Meaning that the subscribe area has changed. Okay, so all the pops up matching will also change.
Okay. True. True.
Okay,
Makes sense.
does that
Makes
make
sense.
sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It does. It does. Nice. All right. No problem. No problem.
Okay.
So,
All right.
um,
I guess any questions so far?
yeah, no, it's fine. I think I made some changes to documentation, but I actually wanted to also talk a little bit about the vast website. Just so then I'm just trying to see.
Mhm.
I did
Okay. Sure.
some stuff
Yeah.
here.
Oh, yeah. I sent a message.
Yeah, did you sent a message? Uh, all right.
Oh, yeah. No, I was just saying that I got the Vastverse domain.
Yes, yes, nice.
But that's another thing. Yeah. So are
Yeah.
you talking about right now? You're talking about the paper.
Yes, at the moment, I didn't really add much
Oh,
to
okay.
that.
I see.
I
I see. You
started,
have
but
it
I
out.
didn't.
Okay.
Yeah, like solutions. There's just a real world problem. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I should add Twitter, Google Maps. Not- you can see this, right?
Okay. Right. Okay. Right.
I think this probably
Hmm?
should come
Yeah.
here.
Okay. Good.
I don't know. I might have to take this out. Yeah, but it's just this two at the moment. I'm also trying to see if I can use some of the wordings we used in the past. But I think the project has evolved a little bit. So it's a bit
Mm-hmm.
difficult to use the old content.
Okay. Okay. So you want to make sure the goals, the objectives, and scope are really clear. Okay.
Okay.
Like and also it's you also want to talk about like what are some of the things you don't want to probably out of scope,
Mm.
like
Okay.
for example, like maybe security issues, right?
Mm.
Okay, like secure communication, right? It's like the core of the problem. That's that can sort of be the foundation.
Okay. All right. I'm just highlighting this before I forget. All right. And yeah.
Okay.
All right. All right. That's fine. Okay. No, that's fine. That's fine for now. Also the vast verse domain. I wanted
Oh
to
yeah,
ask.
and for the object and scope, just a feedback. You might also want to mention we want to provide and design like an API interface
Oh
that
yes, yes.
can, you know,
That's going to
that
be
can
here, right?
serve as the primitives, right? That should be objective and scopes, right?
Yes.
To basically define a, I guess, an interface, right? That can be utilized by various kind of applications, right?
Okay.
And related to that, it's actually also a set of message protocols, right?
Okay.
Because when this becomes network, you do have to like send messages in a certain way, right, and communicate. So I think those are probably also within the scope of this work.
Okay. No, that's fine. That's fine.
Right.
Okay. No, no
Okay.
problem. All right. Yeah, I think for now that's more or less it. But I do plan to sit down over the weekend to just populate this again and add like lots of more information, and to also progress this code in terms of implementation. Yeah. With regards to the domain name, I wanted to ask if there was already a hosting package with the domain name. So usually
they do have that, but
the thing is I already have sort of access to like what do you call it, this like a hosting package that allows me to add like, new websites. So if you don't have that, it's also not a problem. If you have not, you don't have to pay for one if you don't have. The idea is, you have the domain. Yeah, sorry, go on.
Right. I think, yeah, I think my thoughts is you just set up, whatever hosting, and content. I think that you feel would be good. Okay. And I can just provide, actually, if you think, okay, I can just share the access of the domain register. Okay. I bought it at domain.com. And it's my account, but I can share with you because there's only just one domain there. Okay. So there's no problem that you can manage and point that to whatever server that that you're hosting your content. Okay. And I think it would be probably smoother if I'll let you handle all the things.
All right.
Would that be all right?
Yeah, that will be all right. No problem. No problem.
Okay. Yeah.
That's exciting stuff. I don't know if you already have the documentation you want to add, or should I just take from the source? What's the word? SourceForge website. I know there is already an existing spatial like work, but I don't know if you still want to use that.
Okay. Well, if you like, you can copy and borrow. That's fine.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Okay.
I mean, just find whatever, and also, I mean, I think my blog. Okay. I think also feel free to use if you want to use for text, or the concept there. Regarding the vast verse, and yeah, I think just use whatever materials you feel that's useful.
Wow, I didn't know you had a blog. I know you might.
Yeah. Hello.
I didn't realize you had the blog. I'm just gonna check it out quickly.
The blog was the best blog.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh. It's a Medium. I think I.
Oh yes.
I can send it
have
again
that.
if you.
I have the
mean,
Medium.
there was the vast verse, right?
Yeah.
Right, I have that. Right. I mean, you can also use that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
All right.
All right. Good.
All right.
Okay. So I guess we can start from there. And in fact, Well, see if that's something you like to, do a bit work on. But
No problem.
even if for, like website, all that, if there is a more suitable person, and someone who's more experienced,
Okay.
we can also invite. Okay.
All right. No
Again, the
problem.
who, not how thinking. Okay. I mean,
Yes.
try to
Yes.
make sure we are getting the best hosts to involve
Mm,
instead of doing all the house ourselves.
all
Okay.
right.
I mean, I think that's the only way you can really build like a team and a community of
Yes.
people, right?
Okay. Interesting.
Right. And as opposed to just like a few of
Nice.
us, right?
Yeah. It's interesting. Really is.
Right. This is also a perfect example and opportunity to try out the who, not how concept.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
It's quite cool. Yeah. All right. All
Right,
right.
right, right. I mean, already we have some small success there, right? I mean, and
Yeah.
right now the question is, can we repeat and continue and scale up, right? And I
Yeah.
think that would be a good example of let's try to identify and focus on our core capability, right?
Mm,
What's called the unique ability, and then
mm,
try to find experts to collaborate with, right?
true. True. I see
Mhm.
what you mean.
Okay. All right. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
I
All
will.
right. So Victor, so I'll think next Monday. All right.
Yeah.
And basically, like to see the spatial pops up working. Okay. With the pops up matching with a single matcher. All right.
Okay. Single match. Yeah. All
Okay,
right.
all right. So I guess and with for the paper, I think it's just do whatever you are currently doing. That's fine.
Okay.
Add more details to the main points that the reviewers would like to see. Okay,
All
and
right.
sort of grow the paper from it. Yeah.
All right. I'll do that.
Okay.
I'll do that. Thanks so much, Yun.
Okay. All right. Okay. So good luck, and I think have a nice weekend. Okay. Hope this
You
has
too.
been helpful. Okay.
Yeah,
And
it has really been.
look forward to your work next week. Okay.
Yes. Yes. Thanks so
All right.
much.
Okay. All right. Take care. Take care.
You
Yeah.
enjoy
All
your
right. Take care.
weekend.
All right. All right.
Yes.
Yeah. Take care. Bye bye. Bye bye. Yeah.
Bye.
Thanks.